It's Barbara, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. Wednesday is the best day of the week. It's where we learn about ourselves, maybe what we need to do or what we need to let go of. Plus, it's just fun. So, welcome. If you're new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, an issue, or a question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, the world, and then you can choose a stack. We've got 3 stacks. This is stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3. You can choose 1 stack, 2 stacks, or all 3 stacks. Now, what's interesting about today is I wanted to have this large pyramid in the background, but the desk that it's sitting on isn't large enough for everything. So I have these stacks really spaced out here. Usually they're right next to each other, so it's a little bit different. But we needed to have some serious energy today. Yesterday was 2/22/2022. Today is the 23rd. My guides were calling for lots of tiger's eye. And it's funny because outside, you can't see it, but we got, I don't know how much snow, but we got a lot of snow. My arms feel like they're 4 inches longer from all the shoveling, which, by the way, shoveling is a great workout. I am not complaining. I actually enjoy it. But I don't want any more. Thanks. So anyway, we've got all this snow outside, which is water, right? It's frozen water. It's light and fluffy, but it's still water. Water is very emotional, and there's a lot of emotional stuff going on right now. So the tiger's eye is very grounding to go with all that snow, all that water. So that's why my guides wanted the grounding tiger's eye and tiger iron, and the, lots of browns, very, very root chakra. So we got that going on. So each stack here consists of 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. And it's kind of funny because when my guides were picking the crystals, they said mushrooms. So each one of the crystals is a crystal, but it's in the shape of a mushroom. So you get to see cute little mushrooms today. All right, so let's do a little singing bowl. There we go. We had the bell, now we have the bowl. The bell and the bowl charge up the crystals, the cards, me, and everybody that's within earshot of this video. All right, so let's get started. I feel like, just going right now. Your stack number 1 crystal. Here, let's see the little baby mushroom. How cute is that? So this is blue goldstone. Wow, that is not coming. There we go. Thank you. See, it's like the cosmos in there in mushroom form. So this is blue goldstone. This is man-made, but it's from melting silica, which is made from ground quartz or quartz sand. Think about silica. It's on the beaches. You walk on this when you go to the beach. And what that sand is made up of is tiny, tiny little pieces of stone and shell. So it actually carries earth energy and water energy. And then they add copper salts to this to make it all sparkly. So this is an energy generator. It's a good deflector of unwanted energies. It is very protective, and it can boost life force energy, which can strengthen your inner self and your inner chi. That's that inner energy. It's really good to use for long distance healings. And also when you place it in your home or work environment, it is very calming and promoting a sense of well-being. So having these cute little mushrooms, maybe tucked in a plant or something like that, is actually raising the frequency, but also making your home feel more calm. So this is all about being calm, right? So let's see what your cards have to say. Your first card is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot deck. And okay, you don't get to see the whole card. You get to see that much because she's naked. This is the Star card. This is the Star card, and this is all about earth energy and water energy, just like I was saying about silica. Silica is earth and water energy. Here's more earth and water energy. She is usually, hang on. Yes, and she is in this picture too. She has two vessels and she's pouring water out of each one. This one's going into the water. This one's going onto the land. And this is all about abundance. This is all about abundance coming in for you. You can see there's also crystals down here. There's mountains. There's just, it's like, there's animals in the background. You can't see everything because I got to cover her up. This is a family show. But this is all about abundance coming to you. And we're going to add to that, there we go, a card from the Spirit Song Tarot. And this is the Ace of Acorns, also known as the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Fire. This is a new beginning, but it's a passionate new beginning. It's confidence coming in because you've got all this amazing abundance coming in. So there's some kind of new beginning here. And I feel like this Goldstone is all about, okay, you got all this really cool stuff coming in, but just chill. Just chill. You don't need to be going around and yelling it to the neighbors or anything. Just wait until it comes in and then just chill. Okay? We don't have to have our ego involved in this. The ego is the one that, let's say you inherit $100,000. The ego is the one that has to go and tell everybody. Does everybody really need to know? No, they don't, because that's just your ego needing that attention, that validation that, yeah, I'm better than everybody else. We don't need to do that. All this good stuff's coming to you, and we're going to chill about it, and we're not going to include our ego, okay? Maybe we're going to, and it doesn't have to be money, by the way, guys. It could be love. It could be a new job, a new home, a new vehicle. It could be a creative idea that got sparked into your mind while you were sleeping. But there's something new and it's exciting. I mean, there's vibrant colors in this card with the ram. My sun sign is Aries, so I've got this ram energy, and that ram energy is we're the first sign in the zodiac, so, we're number one without an ego. There's warrior energy here. There's, I got this, I'm armed, I'm ready, let's do this. And then we've got all this abundance. Just remember, keep the ego out. You don't need the ego involved in this. The ego ruins it every time. Every time. Okay, I left my book over here. Hang on one second. We're going to add to that a card from the Secret Language of Animals, and you get the orangutan. Now, what's interesting is we have all this abundance coming in, right? And we have to be calm. But now here's the orangutan, and all you have to do is look at this picture, and it makes you laugh. I mean, what a goofball, right? This is all about being playful. And this is card number 40, which reduces to a 4. The ace is a 1, so that's a new beginning. The star card is card number 17, which is number 8. Number 8 is all about abundance. So new beginning, abundance, and now we have this adorable orangutan. Card number 4, that's having a good foundation. 40, reduces to a 4. And he's all about play. So the book says, amidst the challenges that our world currently faces, and oh my gosh, do we have a lot of stuff that we're going through right now in the world, there is a member of our tribe that brings a special gift that we must never forget. Found only in the tropical rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, his home has all but been taken. But what remains in this sagely patient and highly intelligent being is the divine gift of laughter. So, right away what this tells us is, even though you've lost a bunch of stuff, you may have lost people in your life, you may have lost money, stuff, material things, we still have that gift of laughter, which nobody can take away. So orangutan swings into your life with a clear and simple message to bring more play into your day. Amidst the serious stakes, high pressures, and apparent challenges that may at times circle your life, orangutan brings the glorious ability to rise above tension and stress and gain a different view, a wider view from above, upside down, or from a different angle. Orangutan helps us step back, take a deep breath, and not take life or ourselves too seriously. This is right along with me posting a sign on the door that says no penguins. We need to not take life so darn seriously. There's so much crap going on in the world right now. And if we allow ourselves to sink down into that low frequency stuff, we become low frequency. So we have to do things like help people laugh. And you know what? When I help other people laugh in my shop, it makes me laugh too. It's contagious. It's so cool. Anything that you can do to make people laugh. Sometimes when I'm out shopping in another store, I will do something to make somebody else laugh. I don't know that person. And I'm sure that the rest of their day, they're going, oh my gosh, that was so weird. That weird lady in the store, what was that all about? But you know what? It made them laugh. And so that makes me feel good. So spend time in physical play this week. I mean, we just got a whole bunch of snow here. And personally, I don't really want to spend more time outside than I have to. But if somebody said, hey, let's go play in the snow, yeah, I would totally do it. Once I'm done shoveling. I still have some more shoveling left to do. It's a really good workout, but those piles are getting really high. So that means you have to work harder. So awaken the part of you that sees this life as a great game to be shared and enjoyed by all. Awaken the curiosity of the child within who sees the world as beautiful. Kids see the world totally different than us adults. They look outside. I got to think of my son. He'd be like, Mom, let's go outside. Let's put the sled up to the four-wheeler. Let's, go up and down the driveway. And that's what we'd do. I had a big plow blade on my four-wheeler, and we would plow the driveway, and we hooked up a sled to the back of it, and we would just go up and down the driveway. I'd be plowing. He'd be on the sled. Well, about half the time. He'd always fall off, which made me laugh. Or he'd be out playing with his cars and trucks in the snow. I didn't understand it, but you know what? If that's what makes you happy, seeing him happy made me happy. So even if you're just watching kids play outside, it warms your heart and it makes you smile. So give those kids whatever they need to play outside and have fun. Get them away from the phone, tablet, computer, whatever, video games. Let them go outside, play, build a wall, build an igloo, build a snowman. Right now it's a little too cold for that, but you could totally build a tunnel through one of these huge mountains of snow. And then, if your thing isn't to go outside and be with them, then watch them through the window while you're drinking hot chocolate. It's all good. It's all good. So the cards in this deck come with a little saying at the end. And it is, for this one, my soul is bathed in laughter. My heart warmly smiles. My mind and body are at play. Life is a joyous adventure and a gift that I embrace. Oh, how beautiful is that? That just gave me goosebumps. Life is an adventure, and you've got all this amazing new opportunity. Oops, wow, sorry. I covered up the wrong part. Life is an adventure. You got new opportunities coming. You've got abundance and prosperity coming. If you chose stack number 1, it's not that you're lucky, but yay you. Luck has nothing to do with it. So that is your stack. Wow. We'll have some more that's the singing bowl. That's a crystal singing bowl, which I'll show you. It's rather large. Okay, That was stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, dun dun dun, your crystal or stone mushroom is Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper makes me smile because it's kind of like there's a, like a leopard print. That's actually a sarong. We sell those in the store, and I love using those as backdrops. But it kind of looks just like that. The Dalmatian jasper looks just like the leopard print. Look at that. It's like camouflage. Dalmatian jasper is really good for enhancing emotional balance, nurturing, and protection. It's a happy stone and good for lifting your spirits. It's good for relationships in general, particularly good for long-term relationships. So exchanging one of these between partners can be a really good thing. It can help you to relax, see your own strengths and weaknesses, and to dispel feelings of disillusionment. It can bring a sense of fun to your life. Now, in stack number 1, we were talking about how life is an adventure and having some fun today. So here's, this might be our theme today. We got to get out. We got to be grounded, but we also need to have fun and stop focusing on all the negative stuff going on in the world, or at least what the media wants us to believe is all this negative stuff. Because who knows if it's real? I mean, I'm not in Russia or the Ukraine. I don't know what's going on there. So I can only change myself. I need to focus on that. Dalmatian jasper can also help protect against nightmares, depression, and negative thoughts. It can aid memory. It is useful for cleansing the aura and developing psychic abilities, and it can help with any blood issues. Look at how beautiful that is. It's also kind of like a reverse Appaloosa if you're into horses. All right, let's see what your cards have for you. Your first card is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Yay, they're not naked. Of course, this is the 5 of Cups. And in this deck, the 5 of Cups, I mean, very sad. This is, in stack number 1, I was talking about how we need to add more fun in our lives. This is the card of, I am focusing on all the negative stuff in my life. I'm not even paying attention to those 2 full cups behind me. I'm just focusing on the dark landscape, these 3 cups that are tipped over, all the fun's over here, and I'm over here all by myself. I mean, there's just this feeling of hopelessness and sadness and depression in this picture. So it's interesting that we got the Dalmatian jasper to combat these feelings. Now, if this is what you're going through right now, we need to fix that. We need to fix that. Now, you can fix that. Okay? You have the power. See this star? This is upside down. Stars are supposed to have the one point facing up in the middle. Exactly opposite of this. It's supposed to be like that. This is very, very negative here. So if you're working on something in your life or dealing with something in your life that's very, very negative, you have the power to flip this upside down, whether it's a relationship or a job or your home environment, your family. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. You have the power to change it. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and this was her work environment, and so she quit her job, and she was so happy. She comes in, she goes, guess what? I quit my job. Because now all of a sudden she feels lighter. She doesn't feel so burdened by all that negative, toxic energy at work. There are people that are getting, they're splitting up in their relationships. They're getting divorced, whatever it is. And you feel lighter. You have the power. And don't look outside yourself for that validation. If you know you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic job or a toxic environment of any kind, you have the power. And this is all about you standing up for yourself and taking your power back. Believe me, I get it. I've been in abusive relationships. I'm much better now. We're going to add to that a card from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. And we get the Ace of Crystals, also known as the Ace of Earth or the Ace of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting about this, and in this deck, it doesn't have pentacles here because it's all about crystals. But a pentacle is this, but in the right direction. So this is focusing on the negative, and here we have this new opportunity of positivity coming in. This is prosperity coming in. It's manifesting your perfect life for you, your dream life. This is going from blah to yay. This is an affirmation that you have the power inside of you. You just got to grab a hold of that power, take all your power back from all those other people, and make your life your dream life, whatever that means to you. And it doesn't necessarily mean, if this is a relationship issue, it doesn't necessarily mean jumping into another relationship. Because the best thing that can happen is you spending time alone so you can find out how strong you are, how powerful you are, how beautiful you are. Okay? So jumping from relationship to relationship doesn't solve anything. But being by yourself, you learn so many things, especially about yourself. Now, the panda is all about balance too. So, they're black and white. So this is finding that perfect balance in being by yourself. I mean, you can be alone and not be lonely. You can be by yourself and not be lonely. A lot of people can't stand being alone because they'd feel lonely. That's because they need that external validation. Once you realize you don't need that external validation, you can be alone. I love being alone. I can go sit in the middle of the lake in my kayak for hours, all day, and I don't feel alone because I know that, I'm never alone. My spirit guides are with me. Sometimes I have to tell them to leave because I do want to feel by myself. I don't need a crowd of spirit guides around me. But there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Lonely means you need that external validation. Okay? So when you're by yourself and you're working on yourself and you're finding out how powerful and strong you are, you realize you're never alone and therefore you don't get lonely. So let's add a card to that from the Secret Language of Animals. And you get the pelican, the white pelican. This is card master number 22. That is a master number. And funny, because yesterday was the 22nd. So more twos. So weaving the magic of air, sea, and earth, Pelican enters your world to open the way for ease, grace, cooperation, and optimism on your journey. At times, our thoughts and feelings can feel like opposing forces, creating stress in our body and dispersing the energy of our actions. That's this card. Okay, there's that low frequency energy. Just as Pelican dances between the elements to create a life of gentle harmony, now is the time for you to bring together the energies of your mind, heart, and body into unified motion in the world because you have this amazing new beginning card. Elevate your thoughts to gain a fresh perspective and be willing to dive into the waters of your deep emotions to bring new understanding to the surface. As you awaken a path that honors both your higher vision and the wellspring of your feelings, challenges transform into opportunities and the waves of life become the perfect playground to soar with grace and ease. At ease with the alchemy of myself, I soar with the energy of my tribe, celebrated, honored, lifted by the breeze. I am flying. How beautiful is that? We go from this to flying. Woo! That is awesome. If you chose stack number 2, that is beautiful. You are going to take your life out of the doldrums and make it spectacular, darling. If you chose stack number 3, your stone is unakite. Unakite. Una. There we go. This is really good for the heart chakra. It can be very protective. It's got a gentle but very powerful energy. And it brings unconditional love, connection, union, and reunion. It can help you find your animal guides. It helps healing from abandonment and separation issues. And it's good for gardening, so this would be a really good one to put in your plants. It's said to lift your spirits when you're feeling down and help you to see the beauty in life. It is also used to uncover deception. It balances our emotions and helps us to see any conditions from the past that may be holding us back. It's a good stone for the heart chakra that can help us to see visions while we're meditating. And it's beneficial to the heart, not just the heart chakra, but the heart. It's also good for if you've just had surgery and you're convalescing. So this would be a good one to have because it's very healing. All right. Let's see what your first card is. This is from the Heaven and Earth Tarot deck. Oh, hello. We get the Magician. This is card number 1 in the Major Arcana. It's actually the second card because we start with 0. But this is the Magician. And this Magician has all the tools of his trade. He has everything he needs to create that magical life that he desires. Everything. This is us. We have all the tools we need to create our magical, perfect life. Let's see what the next card is. From the Spirit Song Tarot, we have the Queen of Shells. So this is also known as the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Water. So basically, we've got this Queen of Water is, this is very emotional. She's the one. Now, gender doesn't mean anything, okay? Because you can be a guy and still have Queen of Cups energy. Just like you can be a woman and have this energy. So the Queen of Shells or the Queen of Water, like she's the one, she's taking care of her people. She's taking care of her family. She's taking care of her community. She's a leader. She is very confident. Just look at the way, I know this is represented by a seal, which is very watery, but even just the way this seal is posed there, that could totally be a woman. That is a woman's pose. Just very kind of sultry, and I could totally see that seal in that pose on a grand piano, with a dress draped over the side, oozing confidence, just like not even out of ego, but just, I got here the hard way and I am confident I can handle whatever comes at me. Now, she's also got this Magician energy, and it's almost like she used all these tools to get to where she's at. So I was talking about using the tools to create your magical, perfect life. Well, it's like she already has. Like, here it is. You've got this. And here's the end result. Yep, I did it. Here I am. So whether you're in the process of creating your most magical life or you just made it, you're there. This is all about gratitude. And the cool thing is, when we do this, we can also share how we got there with others so that they can enrich their lives as well. Now, my guides also want to talk about how this magician is shown here as masculine and then the queen is feminine. So this could be somebody coming into your life, or maybe you already are in a relationship, but there's some kind of rekindling or rekindling that needs to be done. But there's some kind of couple energy here. Now, the Unakite talked about, that's heart chakra. And now we have this here. So this is like, this could also be the perfect couple. So keep that in mind as well. This is a general reading. So, I'm picking up on just whatever my guides tell me. So there's a couple different ways to look at this. But if you were asking about a relationship question, the answer is yes, because here's your perfect couple. All right. We're going to add to that card from the Secret Language of Animals, and we get the Orange Blossom Jellyfish, which is card number 35. 3 plus 5 is an 8. 8 is all about abundance. So, we had the Queen of Shells. There's a queen. She's got abundance. The Magician, well, he can have abundance anytime he wants it. And now here we've got the Jellyfish. But this is also about surrender. So what are we surrendering to? Are we surrendering to a new relationship? Are we surrendering to the universe telling us to quit our job? Are we surrendering to moving? That's up to you. Like I said, this is a general reading. So let's just see what the book says. The book says, while many animals of the fire realm call us into action, Jellyfish comes with an invitation to discover the sacred power of surrender. Now, because this is part of the fire section of this deck, that's all about passion. So, it could be that those first two cards were about a relationship. There's a master plan unfolding, and the message for today is to trust the greater currents of your life. Sometimes we are so intent on fulfilling our goals and commitments that we sprint ahead with tunnel vision. Yeah, that's been me in the past. Despite the subtle messages of life, we force ourselves out of the flow. Jellyfish merges the creative power of fire with the benevolent rhythms of the water realm, calling you to be centered in your vision, but to trust completely, allowing the divine path to unfold. Jellyfish teaches us that all is provided within the flow of the tides. Action may still be required, but not forced action. No straining. Come into harmony with your own greater currents and surrender your agenda and intentions to the universe. What must be achieved can be done with grace and ease. In other words, stop trying to control things. I talk to my spirit guides every night, every morning, and then a bunch of times during the day. And I just say, what do you want me to do? Which way do you want me to turn? And there's times when I think, I'm going to go do this today. And then my guides are like, no, you're not. We don't want you to do that today. Not today. You can do that tomorrow. But for some reason that we're not going to tell you, you're not doing it today. And we need to just accept that and go, okay. Instead of having a little hissy fit or a temper tantrum, like, no, I really wanted to do that today. No, there's a reason your guides don't want you to do that today. Maybe you're going to get hurt. Maybe somebody else is going to get hurt. Just let it go. So then it says, illuminated by the power of my inner vision, I trust the great flow of the ocean within to guide my journey home. That is beautiful. We have to trust the flow, trust our spirit guides. Remember, we have all the tools we need to be magical and to live our magic life. But do it by going with the flow. Do it when the time is right. Keep in constant contact with your spirit guides. I just have to point this out. He has this wand raised up. It is going up to the heavens. He's communicating with above. Do I do this today? Yes? No? He is working with the higher realms. He is working with God, Creator, Source, Spirit. Too many times people think I have control over this. That's the ego talking. When we work with our spirit guides, there's no ego involved. When we work with source, spirit, there's no ego involved. And I got to tell you, life is so much easier. So be that Queen of Cups, be the magician, be the jellyfish. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Because sometimes what you think you're supposed to do today, yeah, that's not the right thing to do. And it's okay to go, okay, all right, I'm not doing that today. Because Spirit wants me to do something else. All right. And remember, we had that Unakite, which is all about heart chakra. So go with your heart and go with what your guides want you to do. They're working with you, and all you got to do is ask. And then be prepared to receive and listen. So that was stack number 3. We're going to end with some singing bowl. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, you guys, because you are all worthy, just as I'm worthy. We all deserve it, all of us. It's just up to you to receive and be grateful. So thank you for watching or listening. I love you, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.